Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, let's talk about budgeting. Why you need a budget, why I needed a budget, and honestly, why we all do. You see, budgets aren't just for people struggling to make ends meet, or for those drowning in debt. Though, hey, it helps. Budgets are powerful, life-changing tools for anyone who wants to live a more secure, fulfilling life. So, let me ask you this. Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did it all go? You made good money, but somehow, by the end of the month, you're scratching your head, wondering how there's so little left. Sound familiar? It's okay if it does. Most people don't track where their money's going because they've never been taught to. But imagine if you could get out of that cycle and instead use your money to help you reach your goals. Whether that's going on that dream vacation, building a safety net, or even just finally breaking free of financial stress. Today, I'm going to show you why budgeting is that important, and how you can start saving today. Why budgets matter. Let's start with why budgets matter so much. A budget is like a map for your money. It shows you exactly where your money is going, where it needs to go, and how to make sure you're staying on course. Without it, you're flying blind, hoping you don't overspend or get into debt. But with a budget, you're putting yourself in control. A lot of people think a budget is about restrictions, but actually, it's about freedom. A budget gives you freedom from stress, from debt, from the guilt of spending money on things you enjoy, because, once you budget for it, it's planned, it's handled, and it's guilt-free. How to start a budget. So, let's get into how to start. A budget doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler you make it, the more likely you are to stick with it. 1. Start with your income. Write down exactly how much money you bring in every month. This is your starting point. Whether it's from a job, freelance work, or other sources, write it all down. You want to be realistic about what's coming in. 2. Track your expenses. Now, list all of your expenses. Every coffee, every meal out, every subscription you forgot you signed up for, write them down. Look at a month's worth of spending to get an accurate picture. This part might be shocking, but don't skip it. It's like a reality check. 3. Divide your expenses. Break them into categories. Essentials like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation. Then non-essentials like entertainment, dining out, and those sneaky subscription services. And don't forget about savings, that's essential too. Even if it's just a little. 4. Set your goals. What are your financial goals? Maybe you want to save for a car, pay off debt, or just have a rainy day fund. Set goals that are specific and that means something to you. Goals are what make budgeting worth it. 5. Create spending limits. Now that you know your income and your expenses, set a limit for each category. Be realistic but firm. This is where you get to decide what's really worth spending on and where you can cut back. The power of sticking to it. Now here's the big one. Consistency. Budgets don't work if you don't stick to them, and it can be easy to fall off track. The key? Give yourself a bit of grace. If you go over in one category, try to adjust in another. It's okay to make mistakes. The goal is to get better month by month. Once you start seeing the benefits, like money left over, goals being achieved, or even just the feeling of knowing you're in control, you're going to want to stick with it. Tips to make saving easier. Alright, let's dive into a few tips that can make saving a little easier. 1. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account each payday. Even if it's just $10 a week, that money will add up, and you won't miss it if it's gone before you even see it. 2. Use cash for fun spending. Take out a set amount of cash for entertainment, eating out, or whatever else you enjoy. When that cash runs out, you're done for the week. It's a simple way to stay on track without constantly checking your bank account. 3. Challenge yourself to spend less. Try a no-spend day once a week, or aim to save an extra $20 here and there. It sounds small, but these little challenges add up and make saving a bit more fun. 4. Celebrate wins, big or small. Saved an extra $50 this month? Celebrate. Paid off a credit card? That's huge. These wins, big or small, are proof that your budget is working. Celebrating them keeps you motivated, You're on your way. Alright, let's wrap it up. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. You know why budgeting is essential, you know the basics of how to start, and you've got some tips to make saving easier. You have the power to control your finances. You just have to take that first step and make a budget. It's not about being rich, it's about living a life that's free from financial stress and full of choices. So, don't wait. Start today. Your future self will thank you.